So we need our second spatial field derivatives. Well, let's go back to the beginning a little bit. Let's remember the difference between a function and then we also had a field. And let's remember our first derivatives. First things first, first derivatives. We can take the dx of a function f of x. That's a first derivative. We had three kinds of derivatives for fields. If we had a scalar field, it was del the gradient, del of s, where s is a function of x, y, and z. And then if it's a vector field, we had the divergence dot v, where each component can be a function of x, y, and z. That distinguishes them from the simple function. And then, of course, there was the curl del cross v, where that's a function of x, y, and z. Those were our first derivatives. Now, we need second derivatives. A function, simple 1D function, life was good back when we could just say d2 dx2 of fx. Just take another derivative. Now things are more complicated. So we want to apply del again, basically. So we went from a scalar function to this. This is a vector, right? The gradient of a scalar gives you a vector function. It has different values depending on which way you look. Well, if it's a vector, there's now two things we can do to it. We can take its divergence, del dot del s. Those are supposed to be both dels. They look a little different. Okay. Del, the gradient of the, I'm sorry, the divergence of the gradient. And we could also take a cross product. We could take the curl of the gradient. So there's actually a lot of second derivatives. Let's look at this one. This is a scalar field. Well, there's only one thing we can do with a scalar is we can take its gradient. So you could have del, the gradient of the divergence, like that. And finally, this one, the curl, was a vector field. So we could take the divergence of the curl, del dot del cross v. We could do that. And then finally, we could take the curl of the curl. Curl of the curl of v. So because of the peculiarities of the del and because the difference between scalar and vector fields, we ended up with 5 second derivatives to worry about. Okay? And one of them, you can see this is the one that showed up in Maxwell's equations. So that's a good one. We like that one. We'll think about this one. Some of them have famous names. This is the Laplacian. This has a nickname, del squared s. If you take the gradient of the vector, or sorry, if you have a scalar field, you take its gradient, and you take the divergence of that, you get back to a scalar field called the Laplacian. We'll look at that one. Like that. Some of them go away because they're always 0. Right? So if you look at this one, go take it by hand. It'll go to 0. The curl of the gradient of any scalar will be 0, and it's basically because it gives you, d dx of dy dz, d dy of dx dz. All those little terms that you subtract end up becoming the same in the curl, and they all cancel. Another one that comes out to be 0, you can do it by hand if you want, is that one. That one comes out to be 0. So we have the Laplacian, we have the curl of the curl, and then this one's hanging around in there. That will become important as well. So let's look at these three in a little more detail.